A woman is never simply going to come up to you and say, "I've decided I want you. Now make your move before I change my mind." That's just not how women typically communicate. But here's what actually happens, and this is the part that almost every man overlooks. Women often communicate their intentions through physical cues that go far beyond spoken words. They use a silent language they've relied on for generations to communicate one clear message: "I'm open. Make your move." If you don't recognize those signals, she usually won't keep repeating them. Instead, she may direct that same energy towards someone who is actually paying attention. This isn't about manipulation or playing games. It's simply one of the basic ways human beings have expressed attraction for thousands of years, long before spoken language even existed. Men who understand this silent form of communication, who can naturally recognize it and respond appropriately, rarely need to sit there wondering whether a woman is interested. They already understand what's happening. They notice the signals as they appear and respond with confidence rather than hesitation. Here's something that may surprise you. Research published in the Journal of Nonverbal Behavior found that women can display an average of 5 attraction signals before the average man even notices the first one. 5. That means that by the time you finally begin wondering whether she might be interested, she may already have been communicating through her body language for the past 20 minutes. And these signals usually aren't extremely subtle. They aren't necessarily hidden either. Most of the time, they're happening directly in front of you, often only an arm's length away. The problem is that many men are too busy planning what they're going to say next. They become so focused on impressing her with clever words that they completely overlook the conversation her body has been having with them the entire time. And the strongest clues don't necessarily come from her eyes. They don't necessarily come from her smile either. They often come from her hands. Why? Because hands are one of the few parts of the body people rarely think about consciously controlling. Your face can produce a polite smile whenever necessary. Your voice can imitate excitement. But your hands often reveal what is actually happening underneath. You can consciously force yourself to maintain eye contact. You can intentionally stand upright and try to appear confident. But your hands operate on a much deeper level. They are connected to some of the oldest parts of the brain, areas that can respond before conscious thought has enough time to intervene. That's precisely what makes them so reliable. That's why they can reveal so much. And that's why understanding them can give you a significant advantage when it comes to recognizing genuine attraction. Today, I'm going to break down 8 hand gestures that can indicate when a woman is already attracted to you. 8 physical signals that many men walk straight past without realizing what they could mean. And here's the warning. Once you learn to recognize these signals, you may start noticing them everywhere. You'll see them in coffee shops, at work, on dates, and practically anywhere people interact. And suddenly, the pressure changes because you'll have a better idea of when she may be showing interest. The only question is whether you'll be prepared to respond appropriately. By the end of this video, you'll understand which gestures can quietly communicate, "I'm interested," which ones may suggest that she's comfortable continuing the interaction, and which ones can indicate that the opportunity has already passed. Stay with me through every point, because the 8th signal is by far the most important. It's the one that separates men who recognize attraction and respond confidently from those who spend the rest of the evening wondering what they may have missed. Before we begin, where are you watching from? Drop your location in the comments below. Welcome to Sci and Dating Education. I'd love to know where everyone is tuning in from. Now, let's get into the 8 signals. Signal number 1, the hair touch that moves downward. Let's begin with something many women may do without even consciously realizing it. When a woman feels attracted to you, one of her hands may often move toward her hair. But here's the important detail that almost nobody discusses. It isn't simply the fact that she touches her hair that matters. It's the way she does it. She may raise her hand, gently touch her hair near the side of her face, or tuck it behind her ear. Then that same hand may slowly move downward toward her neck or collarbone. That slow downward motion is where the interesting clue appears. A woman who is simply adjusting her hair will usually fix it and move on. A woman who is attracted to you may allow her hand to remain there longer. She may slow,